Hallelujah. I'm Sister Yeye. You are all welcome to my YouTube channel, Biblical Modesty. I want you to watch this daily verse and begin to meditate on the life of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'm here to encourage you to be a virtuous woman. I'm here to encourage you to live a holy life and righteous life as a sister. God bless you as you walk. Today we'll be making butter cookies. So I got my 4 stick and a half butter in my mixing bowl. I'm gonna put in the microwave for the 2 seconds and let it get softened. Yes, I take it out. I begin to use my spoon to make sure that it's soft. And then I will add half part dry powdered milk to my butter. I add half cup of powdered milk, dry powdered milk. And I will add sugar, half cup of sugar. I don't want it to be too sweet. So I will add half cup of sugar to it, to the butter. I use the mixture. I use my small mixture today. I make sure I mix the powder, the butter, the powdered milk, the butter, and the sugar together. You see how it look like? Yes, continue to mix it until everything is well mixed. Yeah, you see how it look like? Continue to use the machine and make sure now it's all mixed. I use my spoon to make sure it's well soft. The sugar is well into the butter. Everything is mixed good. From there, I will use my baking powder. Today, I use 4 spoons of baking powder. I use 4 spoons of baking powder. Yeah, make sure it's 4 tablespoons of baking powder. Yeah, make sure it is 4 tablespoons of baking powder. You just mix the baking powder with the sugar, the butter, and the powdered milk. Make sure you mix it good. This time around, you're not using your spoon. You're not using a mixture. Yeah, use your spoon. Yeah, just begin to mix it good. Mix it good. Just use your spoon and mix it. Next is your salt. Take a half spoon of salt, tablespoon of salt, half, and just put it into it. And you use a normal. The normal can make it to smell so good and taste so good. So always put your normal into it. You pour 1 tablespoon of normal into the stuff, and you mix it into the butter, the sugar, the whatever mixture is in your bowl. Begin to mix it. Begin to mix it with the spoon. Make sure it well mix. Yeah, make sure it well mix because you are not using your mixture, but you're using your spoon. Next is the flour. I'm using all-purpose flour today, so I'm going to use 4.5 cup of flour. I'm using 4.5 cup of flour. Yeah, make sure you use your sifter to sift the flour. If you use the sifter, it will make the flour to be smooth. If there is any bump in the flour, you'll be able to take it out. If there is anything that is in the flour, you'll be able to take it out. So just use your spoon and begin to mix your flour with your butter, with the milk, with the normal, the sugar, the salt. Just begin to mix it. Use your spoon and mix it good. Mix it good, mix it good, mix it good. Yeah, you take your time before the flour spread all over the place. Make sure your bowl is wide enough to mix it. This time around, just wash your hands and use your hands to make sure your flour is well mixed with the butter. Yeah, begin to use your hand to mix the flour with the butter. Yeah, you see. Use your hand and just mix it slowly. Yeah, you see how it look like now? That's how it look. The next thing, I'm gonna pour half cup of vegetable oil. Yeah, this time around, I put in half cup of vegetable oil. I just making this for my own recipe. You see that half cup of vegetable oil. See how it look like now. So you have it ready now to be rolled. It's time for us to roll it. You see how it look like? It's so soft and smooth. Yes. So make sure you rub it with your hand. There is no knot into it. Make sure there is no knot. Yeah, next thing, you take your flour and put it on the cutting board. I'm using my cutting board today. I'm using the sink. I'm using my cutting board. Make sure your cutting board is clean. Put the flour all on the cutting board, and you begin to turn it with your hand. Mix it with your hand. Make a knot. As you can see, I make it with a knot, and I press the knot down. Put it in a shape that will put the roller on it. It won't be hard. Yeah, get your pan ready. Grease your pan good. Because as you cut it, you just put it right into the pan. As you cut it, put it right into the pan. So grease your pan nicely. Make sure you grease it nicely that your cookies will not stick. You put it down and you begin to see how you see put flour on your roller for it to not stick. Yeah, put flour on your roller. If it's sticky on the roller, as you can see, a little bit of sticky on the roller, just add more flour. Yes, you add more flour. Just sprinkle the flour on the cookies. Yeah, you see how I'm doing it. Sprinkle the flour on the cookie and just take your time and roll it. Take your time and roll it. If it's sticky more, you just put more flour. Now you can use whatever you got to cut your cookies. You can use it now. I'm using my star. There's something I bought on the store to use. You see my cookie cutter. You see the star. Yeah, now my little daughter have come to help me. Yeah, she's my helper. She can really help me. So I'm going to put it there slowly. Yeah, cut it slowly. Take your time before your cookie break into pieces. Yes, I'm going to cut it. You see, whatever you got to cut, you see, whatever, all the things I got to cut my cookies. Yeah, I'm going to cut it into the different kind of shape I want the cookies to be in. Yeah, this is how it look like. Take my time and put it in the bowl. Yeah, this is how it look like. I took my time. Took my time. I took my time. Yes, it's required time. It's not rush. It's how it look like. Yeah, so this is how it look like after I cut it. I could have to put it in the oven. It's all set for the oven. It's how it look like plain. I put it in the oven. They are on the second pan. So for this the recipe, I think I got like 3 pan of cookies here. So I'm on the second pan. Next, you see how the cookie came out. The cookie is already and baked. I bake it on 400. Yeah, but you have to preheat the oven so it can stay long. It's so quick to something, you see. Yeah, it's so soft. It's very yummy. Yeah. As you can see, my daughter is tasting the cookies. She loves it so much, and I love it. Everyone in the house love it. So you can try this recipe. You will really enjoy it. This is how I fix my children snacks. Fix a healthy snack for them because when you fix the cookie, you won't put plenty sugar. You fix it healthy for the children. So I fix my children snack at home. So this is how it look like. Please try this recipe. Remember to subscribe and share the video.